I'm sure you guys have been on the Gymshark website. They gotta get some more model diversity in there, man. There's like 3 different dudes, and one of them is like 300 pounds of solid muscle, and everything he wears is like a quadruple XL. And then the next guy is like 6 feet tall wearing a medium.
Bing bong.
Bit of a different video today because I got a ton of stuff to try on from Gymshark. This is a Black Friday Gymshark haul video. Now, they started their Black Friday sale this past Friday, Monday, I don't know, sometime last week. And I will say right off the bat, not the best Black Friday sales. I mean, I'm 32. When I was a kid, Black Friday used to mean something. There were still some decent discounts, so I bought a whole bunch of stuff. For those that don't know, I'm a personal trainer, so I wear a lot of this stuff for work. Because from my experience, at least, Gymshark has really good quality stuff. Now that I finally found my size after several years of trying a bunch of different styles and not really being sure what I feel comfortable in, I went big this year. I bought like 10 new shirts. I will say a lot of them are the same color, but I might have only bought like 4 or 5 actual different items, but I bought like 10 or 15 different things just so that I have stuff that lasts for a while. I bought a few things from Gymshark a few years ago, and they still look brand new despite being washed hundreds of times and being worn all the time. So this felt like a time to spend a little bit of money and really invest going forward. Now, I will also say, as somebody that used to really feel like when I was first starting to work out that I needed to spend a lot of money on gym clothes to look cool, to look like all the influencers that I saw on Instagram and YouTube and all that. You do not need any of this stuff, but I will also say everything I bought was like 20 bucks or less. Gymshark does have a lot of really good affordable items that also look really good and are great quality. I know they have, I know Onyx is popular. I know they have a lot of stuff. It gets a little pricey. I don't have that kind of budget. So if you do, that's cool. I'm looking for deals and steals. So I was trying to keep it, 20, 15 bucks, nothing too crazy, but still make some good purchases. First up, the shirt I'm wearing right now. This is the Essential Oversized Fit t-shirt. I started wearing more oversized stuff over the last year or two. I used to be very into like the skin tight gym clothing that showed off all the muscles, and I still own some stuff like that. I don't know, I mean, as I've got a little bit older and I've been trying to bulk this year a little bit more, I wanted clothes that I felt slightly more comfortable in, and I was starting to run into a bit of an issue where, when you're bulking, you get a little bit of a belly. Just, it's part of the aspect of getting bigger and gaining size. And so I wanted some shirts that I felt a little more confident in, that weren't quite as much in terms of making the belly the main focus of the shirt, the main attraction. So I own a black version of this that I bought 1 or 2 years ago. That was a size medium. This is a large because I just wanted a little bit baggier, and also, you wash stuff and it shrinks and whatnot. I will say I also do wear a lot of my stuff tucked in. I don't know. I just prefer that look. I think it looks good, or I like the way it looks. Who cares? Whatever. Wear whatever you want, however you want. But a lot of this stuff, and this is something Gymshark has had a bit of a problem with, or maybe it's just their style at this point, but like a lot of their shirts, if you don't tuck them in, they're like dresses. They are down to the knee. I don't know. I guess that's, how they want it, or maybe they're making them to be tucked in on purpose. I'm not really sure. But I love this shirt already. I love the color. I wish I'd gotten more. I am a big fan of the maroon color. And I like this especially because it's a little lighter than I was thinking it was, but I think it looks good. I'm a fan. Quality is really, really good, obviously. $15, $20, not too bad. All right, so this is the Gymshark Crest t-shirt in white. I own 3 of these shirts already. I own 2 in black and 1 in navy blue. But I own them in medium, and like I said, as I've been trying to get a little bit bigger this year, tacking on mass, all that, they were starting to feel a little too tight. The medium. Look, as someone that grew up a skinny kid, I think I still see myself as a skinny kid, and I held on to that medium shirt size for a long time, but I feel a lot more comfortable in the large now, and I didn't own any white t-shirts. I don't own any. Maybe I'm just paranoid about one little stain ruining the entire shirt. This is another one of Gymshark's most affordable t-shirts. It was after the discounts and everything, which the discount was like $5. I'm just saying, when I was a kid, Black Friday used to mean something. But after the discount, the shirt was $17. The 3 shirts I have of the Crest line, I have had since 2022, and all of them still look to be in perfect condition. So I bought 4 of these and I bought 2 more in black. I think I bought another one in navy blue. This is one of the best bang for your bucks that you can get. I'm now gonna start working out in the size down just because I'm going to the gym. It doesn't matter, I wear whatever. But I've worked out in them a couple times so far and they're great for workouts. I'm only gonna wear these new ones for work, but if you're someone that, you know, exercises in a t-shirt, I highly recommend these, especially if you don't want to spend, you know, 50, 60 bucks just to put on something you're gonna sweat in and get dirty anyway. This is a great option. The Crest t-shirt, probably my favorite piece that I own from Gymshark just because it's so versatile. Yeah, I bought a bunch of these and I'm super happy. Okay, so this is another essential oversized t-shirt, and this was a last minute purchase. I was in the cart and I decided to go back and get a different color because these colors, the maroon and then this blue, I'm a big fan of blue. I should have got more. I really like this one. It's the same size, large, oversized, a little bit baggy, but wow, this, yeah, I like this one a lot. Again, I mean, look, you don't have to break the bank to get some nice stuff from Gymshark. I know they're a very popular name. I know a lot of people want to wear the coolest, most expensive stuff to the gym, which again, like, wear whatever you want, wear what you feel comfortable in. Don't think that that's the only option. There's a ton of affordable stuff, and you know, again, 15 bucks for a shirt like this, which feels great, looks really good. I dig the color. It's a great option. All right, so this is the only Gymshark shirt I bought that I'm like kind of on the fence about. I don't wear too many light colors aside from just like plain white. I don't know, something about this one, I liked the color. I think I like it a little more than I did on the website. Kind of hard to be certain. The fit is good. I did get a large. This is the one that I think I probably could have gone XL because it's like a little tight, and like, I don't know, you know, how much you guys know about different types of sizing, but like the shoulders should be like a little more down there, so extra large on this probably would have been better. But this is one of those things, Gymshark sizing, when you're a company like Gymshark that has so many different lines and styles, it's like almost impossible for your customer base to understand how to properly get the correct size for certain things. And like, this does fit. This totally fits. I don't know what I was gonna do after a couple times in the laundry. I'm sure you guys have been on the Gymshark website. They gotta get some more model diversity in there, man. There's like 3 different dudes, and one of them is like 300 pounds of solid muscle, and everything he wears is like a quadruple XL. And then the next guy is like 6 feet tall wearing a medium, and he's like a little bit more of like a runner build. Okay, it's a little hard to get the exact size for me, which I'm 5'11", but I'm also like 220 pounds. So like, I know that's not super common of a body type when it comes to the way the body composition is set up. So I do run into this issue sometimes. I think I just barely avoided it, and I do like the style of the shirt. This is far more athletic fit, like super duper stretchy. I don't wear a ton of shirts like this, even to work. I wear more just like basic ass Gymshark t-shirts. This is still a nice one. I don't know if I'll wear it for work or the gym. TBD what rotation it ends up in, but it is good quality. It seems very breathable, maybe like good for like cardio, running, that sort of thing. So we'll see. I do like the color, and the fit is pretty good. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I feel like every time I order from Gymshark, there's always that one item. It's like a little more expensive than what I wanted to spend, but there's like something about it. There's like that one experimental item, right? Where you're like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but I like the way it looks, at least on the model, and maybe if it looks like that on me, I'll hang on to it. So this is the Gymshark Olde English t-shirt in like a cream white. It's got like this script Gymshark font. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I think I liked this more on the model. I'll probably still hold on to it because the quality is super good, but I don't know. I mean, the thing across the top of the chest here, maybe I would have preferred if this was like, you know, a little bit more like where they usually place like a logo, or where most companies place a logo, either like, you know, anywhere from up here on this side or maybe across the back. I don't know. I like what they were going for. I'm also not a fan of the shirt collar on here. I don't know, it's like a little thick. I guess that's what they were going for. I think this is one of those Gymshark shirts that probably won't be on the website next year. So, you know, if you're one of those Gymshark collectors, here's one that they probably will not be bringing back. But I like what they were going for. And the fit is honestly good. I do like the way that this fits. The shoulders, like I was talking about before, are where they should be, and fits good, which, you know, during my bulking phase, it's hard for me to turn down a shirt that actually fits me the way I would want it to fit. I think I'm just not as crazy about the placement of this like logo font as I was on the website, which I could go back and see maybe it's like slightly different on the website. I don't know. I'm just going to assume it's the same. I'm too lazy to return stuff. But I like the shirt overall. I think like just one thing about it that I'm not crazy about. So that's it. That's the haul. Thank you for tuning into the video. I got a whole bunch of stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this video is helpful. I really wanted to make it more so just because I know that people go crazy for Gymshark and Alpha Lead and Lululemon, and I know that these brands can get very, very pricey. And you know, while I spent a decent chunk this time, I spent like a little over $200, which I wear it for work, so you know, at least that's how I'm trying to justify it to myself. I'll have all this stuff for years and years. This is probably my last Gymshark haul for a long time. I did want to show that like even if you don't have that much to work with, you can get a couple of really good quality shirts for 15, 20 bucks each that will last you for a long time. I'm wearing them for 8-10 hour days. So the fact that the ones I got back in 2022 still look brand new is a really good sign for all the stuff I picked up this time. But like I was saying before, wear whatever you want to the gym. It could be a $5 tank top, t-shirt, whatever, it doesn't matter. Wear what you feel comfortable in. All that matters is that you go to the gym and have a good workout. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I'll see you in the next one.